This is Action 10 News. I'm Isis Romero. Topping our news at 5, there was a case of monkey madness at a downtown office building today after a real-life monkey took matters into his own hands. Action 10's Jennifer Lita is here to explain. Jen?
EC's witnesses say it's a moment they will never forget. A small monkey walked through the front doors of Tower 2 downtown, and he just started hanging out in the lobby. But of course, he wasn't alone. The monkey also had a dog with him. It starts off like every other monkey on the loose story.
It began when my maid did not answer the phone. And
Scott Ugle is an Austin attorney doing some work here in Corpus Christi. When he couldn't find a babysitter to watch his pet baboon, he did what any other working parent must do.
Brought my kids with me.
Scott left Abel the monkey and 2 dogs in his truck with the AC running while he took care of business inside this building. But Abel didn't feel like waiting around.
And Abel here, with his hands, decided to roll the window down.
And he walked right inside Tower 2.
Just happened to look outside and I see a monkey walking with his dog, and it's like, what the heck is that?
He thought his eyes were playing tricks on him when he saw Abel walk inside.
Well, it's kind of, am I awake or asleep?
This building houses lots of different companies, so it's normal to see lots of different people. But a monkey, not so normal.
New thing to see walking in this building.
While Abel didn't cause any harm, Scott says the monkey won't be making any more road trips with him.
I'm leaving home.
Animal control did show up today, but Scott and the monkey were already gone. But they did say it's illegal to have an exotic animal like Abel in city limits, and if he is caught, he may be taken away. In the studio, Jennifer Lita, Action 10 News.
Well, there was some monkey business this afternoon over at Tower 2 on Karankawa when a pet primate broke out of the truck that he'd been left in. Here's our Dave Frazier with a story that you really have to see to believe.
A normal day at the office turned into a real-life circus for employees of Tower 2. This all began when a visiting attorney left his pet baboon and 2 dogs in his pickup truck. The air conditioner was left running, but what the baboon wanted was freedom.
While I was gone, my monkey unlocked my truck and opened the door.
The baboon, named Abel, made a beeline for the building his owner had gone into. Not far behind was his fellow escapee, Ogle's Labrador. Melinda Gonzalez was coming back from lunch when she spotted the baboon.
I was like, that cannot be a monkey crossing the street. And then I saw that he had little capris on, so I was like, he must belong to somebody. So
Abel, the runaway baboon, made it into the Tower 2 lobby, but his owner was nowhere in sight.
he was running around trying to climb trees, but there's no trees out here.
Employees tried to calm the baboon down with bananas. Meanwhile, maintenance supervisor Pete Duarte was at a loss on how to handle this monkey business.
Well, usually when a dog walks in, we just escort it out, but when a monkey walks in, that's a different story there.
Then, someone noticed that the Labrador that was following Abel had a collar.
And that's how we were able to locate the owner, which was here at Tower 2 doing the depot.
Employees called the vet's clinic named on the collar. They were able to track down owner Scott Ogle. He was as shocked as anyone and very glad that his pets had been cared for by the Tower 2 employees.
This is the first time it's happened, and I hope it never happens again.
As for the Tower 2 employees who experienced all this monkey business, it was a welcome break from a back-to-work Monday.
Everybody enjoyed the moment, something to remember for a good while. It always happens on a Monday.
Dave Frazier, KRIS 6 News.
Well, unfortunately, this story doesn't end on a high note.
No, Steve Ogle's other dog, an English sheepdog named Winston, also got loose and is still missing. Ogle says he plans to offer a reward for Winston's safe return.
All right, let's hope they find him.
And a dog that had been missing since a bizarre incident downtown last week is set to be reunited with his owner today. Winston, the English bulldog, has been found. Winston, along with a pet monkey and another dog, managed to escape from their owner's car in downtown Corpus Christi last week. The monkey caused a bit of a commotion in Tower 2, the Tower 2 office building, but soon afterward, both the monkey and the other dog were immediately rounded up. But Winston ran off. Luckily, a family picked him up near Leopard and Karankawa and took him home. They say at the time, Winston was in pretty bad shape.
He wasn't very responsive, and he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't drink, so we didn't think he'd make it through the night. But we tried anyway, and then he seemed better the next day.
A tag on Winston's collar had a name and phone number, and that's how the Easters were able to track down the owner, and I'm sure Winston's going to be Happy to get back.
He will with this pet monkey.
With his buddy.
His buddy. I know, he's pretty cute. And we have a happy ending to our story about that bizarre incident involving a baboon and 2 dogs that escaped from their owner's vehicle in the downtown area last week. Don't get to say that too often. The baboon and 1 dog were quickly rounded up, but Winston, an English bulldog, ran off. Well, fortunately, a local family found him, and he was reunited with his owner yesterday.
Who's that? Look how happy he is.
How you doing? How you doing?
Winston's owner, Steve Ogle, drove all the way down from Austin yesterday to pick him up at Diane Easter's house. Diane's husband spotted Winston last week near Corpus, and they called his owner after finding his number on the dog's collar. Well, sadly, the Easters are now searching for 2 of their own dogs. Rick and Marty, a Boston Terrier and a Basset Hound, you can take a good look at them here, disappeared last Friday in the Marie and Lamont area. If you have any information, please call Diane Easter at 877-1014. So hopefully the good deed will be passed along to the Easter family.
That's right, another happy ending.